Morning, welcome. Been so lucky over the years to get sent new products, and NiSi reached out to me earlier on about 4 or 5 weeks ago asking if I would have a look at one of their filters. Well, it's a close-up filter, close-up lens. So what it basically is a magnified lens that goes on the end of your chosen lens that you want to use for macro stuff. And I have used my 50 to 400 for macro before, but one of the problems is because of the focal distance that it will work at, which is at 400mm is about 2.5 meters, I think it is. Well, putting this close-up lens on the end of it, I'm now, as you could probably see, I'm actually about 30 centimeters away from it, and I'm at 50mm at the moment. Basically turns your zoom lens into a macro lens. And first trials with this shot, I'm very impressed indeed. It's the perfect scenario for me because I can just carry it in my bag, and a lot of the time I'm doing my landscape stuff or woodland stuff, but sometimes I see a macro shot and all I've got to do is whack this close-up lens on the end of it, and I've now got a macro set up. Fantastic. So the setup I've got is the 77mm thread. There is different thread types. I've chosen the 77 with an adapter ring on. My largest lens is a 77 thread, so I can use it on all my lenses, but I've got the adapter ring because my 50 to 400 Tamron is a 67mm ring. So it can fit a lot of lenses, which is again very adaptable and a fantastic feature for it. So it comes in a real sturdy, lovely case with lens caps on, which is fantastic as well, and then the adapter rings to suit whatever you want. Nice, hard, sturdy case. It's not going to get damaged in there. It's quite a heavy bit of kit because it's an heavy bit of glass, but it's worth carrying. It's just something that I probably would never take out in my bag, certainly if I'm walking through the woodlands, and it gives me that extra option to shoot something totally different. The amount of times that I've come into a woodland and wanted to shoot macro stuff and I haven't got my gear, now slap this in. It's a weight saver as well. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So, but the proof is in the pudding. Does it work well? Does it give it that? Is it as good as a macro lens? Or is it acceptably as good as a macro lens? Well, the only way to find out is actually give it a go. So I'll just show you how close I am to the subject at the moment, how I've set it up. So I'm literally right down low. It's very hard for me to show you the judge, but there's my hand in distance, so it's only 2 or 3 hands away. So it's about 30 centimeters at the most from the subject, and that's getting the whole subject in. But if I zoom in, if I could show you, but yes, I mean, I'm at, let's see if we'll focus in there. So we've focused in there, we've at 140mm there, focused nice and sharp in on the subject. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So that's almost like a macro lens at 130mm at a distance of 30 centimeters maximum, about 10 inches, something like that, 10-12 inches at the most. I'm not actually 12 inches, I'm but more like 10-8 inches away. So I've actually, within this mass of mess and leaves, I found a little composition that I quite like, and I'm going to try it anyway, see if I can compose it. So it's an oak leaf on top of this other leaf, which I think is a beech. Not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on it at all. But I just like how they've overlapped on each other with the surrounding leaves behind as well. So I'm going to try and make something to that. So what I'm trying to do is, I can see probably a square crop. I'm trying to get a nice angle of the leaf, the large leaf, with the other leaf just coming in from the other side. I'm going to focus on the top part of the leaf there, hopefully. So I'm going to give myself as much depth as field as possible, but it's set to focus stack as well, so we're going to focus stack that and we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm at 50 mil and I'm about 15 inches from the subject. So it's done that. I'm just going to take one more just to cover my back. Okay, it's only focus stacking twice because I'm on F18. What I'll do is I'll drop I'm going to go F11. We'll just adjust that again, refocus, we'll just grab that again. Okay, what I want to do is actually show you the difference with having the close-up lens on and not having it on. So at the minute I am about, let's say, just over a foot away from the subject, and I've got a lot of scope there zooming in and what have you and going right into detail, etc, etc. So if I take the filter off and try and focus on the same subject, I'm actually twice as far away at 50 mil. At 400 mil, but at 135 mil, I'm 2 foot off the ground plus 3 foot off the ground, like so. And at 400 mil, it wouldn't even focus. I'd have to be 2+ meters off the ground just to even focus. So that's the difference between having the close-up lens on and not. It's a beautiful, frosty spring morning, actually spring. But we've got these patches of frost where the woodland's open. And I've just spotted a nice oak here, surrounded by some dead ferns. And I'm just wondering, with a little hint of frost on there, it might make for a nice shot. So I'm going to try that, and then I'm going to have a little search around here. Actually come to got a water source here, we've got a little pond in the middle of the woodland here. And I just wondered if there's anything interesting around the pond. That's what I was heading towards, but I've just spotted this, and it might just work. It might be quite nice. I'm not 100% sure, but it's worth giving it a go, I think. Definitely worth giving it a go. So I'll just get set up, see if I can create a nice angle again. Nice sort of diagonal, this nice leaf. Very sort of soft image really because of that frost. So what I'll have to do is bring a little bit of detail out in it. But I quite like it. Actually, I've just spotted there's two. I might try and work the two if I can. So I'm literally 2 meters away, not moving my bag, it's just behind me, and I've seen this log with this lichen that's growing on the bark here. Now, with the sunlight hitting it, just hitting it with a little bit of frost on, and if I'm quick, I'm just going to try and capture that once more. And what I'm actually taking it in a landscape, but I'm going to change it to portrait. It's just easier for me to set up. I was going to go for the complete patch of lichen, but I realised that just part of it looks really nice. So I've done that, and I might just seen another bit that looks really interesting. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to work. No, because we're not flat on. NiSi do 3 types of close-up lens. There's the 77mm, there's the 58mm, and there's the 49mm. So they've got 3 different sizes. And then they got the adapter rings as well. The ideal distance that it works is 22 to 30 centimeters. It's perfect for a lens 70 to 300mm to bring that subject nice and close. Got double APO optical elements, 2 lens caps front and rear, nice little pouch, and like I say, it's got the adapter rings as well. I'll see if I can grab 1 or 2 more shots, and then we'll get back and have a look at the images. So I'll just go over these images and I'll share my thoughts very quickly with you. First shot, I did take stack shots, but I didn't actually stack this image, so this is just a single shot. I have cropped it into a 1:1 crop, but if we just zoom in 100%, the sharpness and detail there is absolutely amazing. So I'm really pleased with that. For a single shot without any focus stacking, that is fantastic. This next one, same subject at 291mm, and if we zoom right in, again the detail, yes, it's a bit blurry, it's a one shot, it's not stacked again. So but the sharpness in it, where it is sharp, is quite good. So I'm quite impressed with that. If we just scroll along to the next shot, and this is probably my favourite of the morning, I did stack this shot at 50mm. So if we zoom right in, 100%, look at the detail in that. Wow. This is a stack shot as well, about a 5-image stack shot. I'm so pleased with that. It's fantastic. This next one along where I took the double shot, I actually missed the focus on this. If we zoom in, it's not quite focused. I've focused here, but missed the focus. So yeah, we all make mistakes, but still, it's a shame because it's a real nice shot. We'll just skip along to the next one that I edited. Probably will go the last one. But again, this is a stack shot, but I should have actually took more stacked images because it's a little bit blurred on that left-hand side. But the detail at 100% is madness. So again, really pleased with that. Nice composition. I just wish I'd have focus stacked a little bit more. Again, that's just user error. Took this shot, which I didn't actually feature in the video, just after, just a 2 stacked image, but the detail in the frost, if we zoom in, is just crazy. My conclusion overall, it's fantastic. So my overall conclusion is, it's a fantastic bit of kit to have in your camera bag, especially if you go into areas where you may want to do some macro with your standard 70 to 200, 70 to 300, 50 to 400 lens that most people will carry in their bag. You can just stick this on the end and then change it into a macro lens. Like I say, it comes with the 2 lens caps. Nice little padded pouch. Thank you so much, NiSi, for sending me the product. It's been a joy to use, and I'm sure I'll be using it a lot more in the future. If you've enjoyed this video, why don't you like and subscribe, and I shall see you very, very soon.